welcome to today's video with me, Ruth Hamilton. I've got Tonic Studio's latest trend with me today, and it's called Rustic Rose. It's really lovely pale green, mint and coral, pale coral and peachy type of papers and card, and as you can see here they're A4. There's glitter card embossed for brown craft card with lovely rose gold on it, some texture weave card and a really lovely embossed pattern there. These are A4, and there's also a little booklet. There's 24 sheets of 6x6, and you've got all of those inside, so you can see them all there as well. So there you are. And then there's a lovely little patterned booklet. So this is Rustic Rose Craft Perfect patterned paper, and it's double-sided, 6x6, 24 sheets again. So you've got all these lovely colours and patterns. There you are. As you can see, I've already been delving in and using them. So that's the paper and the card, but obviously there's lots more to this collection. We've got expanding mousse. So this is like the embellishment mousse, except that when you heat it with a heat gun it puffs up and becomes dimensional. There's some that's called natural cotton. It's a lovely natural cotton colour. And this one is mint tea, I believe. Yes, mint tea embellishment mousse. So that's lovely with stencils or whatever. Then there is some mica spray, mica mist, and this is aspen gold. You can see it there. You just got to gently rock that back and forwards to get the mica powder back up into the container before you spray. There's lovely green sparkle spray. Now I've used that on some of the photographs. They're on the cards that I have at the start of the video. Unfortunately I haven't got them here with me at the moment because I've already posted them off to be used for the launch, but that's what's on there. Now this has got to be one of my favourite little crystal drops so far. It's called Heritage Rose Crystal Drops, and it's a gloss one, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then there's Stone Drops, and this is, I don't see the name on it, sorry, Rosebud Pink, and that's really lovely. The Stone Drops have a little texture in them. And we have also got Dream Drops, Jewel Drops, Shimmer Powder, and you can see that on one of the cards at the beginning of the video as well. And this is some Glacier Paste, which I'm going to be using in a moment. And then we've got the Rustic Rose collection here, which has 4 bottles of glitter, sequins and confetti, and that's Pink Posy, Shimmering Sunset, Luminous Lily Pad Hexagons and Water Lily Pink sequins. So those look really nice. So without further ado, I shall show you a little card that I've made, that I'm just about to make actually, and you can have a look at the others at the beginning there as well. So I'll just move these off to one side, give myself a little bit of space here, and then show you what I've already pre-cut. So for this card I have used the On Your Special Day die set. That's this one. It's rather a large die set, and I have taken some of the dies out of it and used them. So the outer die here is this one, and I have cut out the base shape from that, and then I've scored and folded it in half, and that gives us this nice shape. So that's the card base. So that's that one out of the road. Then I have taken this large die and I have cut out a base shape in this lovely greeny colour. I have then added this one into the centre for detail, this one, and then when I've had that done I have just simply cut this in half with my guillotine. Now I'm only going to use the one half on the front of the card, and that means I've got this other bit to use on something else. So I've got that done, and that is going to go on here. And then I have taken this little die from the set, and this one, oh, this one's stuck on here. So this die, and I have cut out this little shape. Now that looks lovely in the texture weave card, or this lovely textured card here. And what I've done is, I'll just show you here the lovely look of what I've spread some of this on the Glacier Paste, and then while that was still wet I have added quite a few of the luminous lily pad hexagons into the centre, and then I have heated it with a heat gun, and that has given a really beautiful mermaidy kind of sheen off that. I'll show you how I've done that. And then I have used this dye in white to go on top. So I'll go ahead and stick the pieces down, and then I'll show you how I've made this. So that's this piece stuck in place now, and then I have used the corner die from the same set, which is here. There are 4 different corners on it, but I've used this one, and I've made these 2 little pieces in white just to go onto the bottom, and I'll just use this Nouveau adhesive again and put those on the corner. Now while I'm doing this, I'll just explain that I have gone ahead and done the other piece that's going to go onto the centre, because it just takes a little moment or two to dry with the heat gun, so I didn't want to hold the process up. So I will show you how it's done, and then I'll add the one that I made earlier. So let's just attach this, and I think the white looks lovely against that, but those colours are really, really subtle and really nice. Now there's the, you can see the colour there. So pop that out of the road, and here we are with the Glacier Paste. So this has a really lovely sheen off it, even if it's just used on its own, but what I'm going to do here is just spread some on. I'll just bring that in a little bit. Spread some on here, kind of roughly. It doesn't matter what it's like just at this stage, because I'm going to dab it with a little sponge in the centre in a moment or two. So there we are. You can see the sheen off that already is really, really nice. So basically that's about as much as I would need on it. And then I'll set that aside and use this little sponge acorn. So that will sort of dab it all over, like so. And the beauty of the glass mat underneath is that it's so easily cleaned, because I can let it dry and then scrape it off, or I can just wipe it off while it's damp. Either way, it's not going to be difficult to clean up after this. So there we are. Now, and the sponge then can just be cleaned in water, so that's another bonus. Now that's the Glacier Paste on, and oh, I've got some on my finger. I'll just wipe that off. There we are. So there's that. I've just put it onto paper here because I don't want to waste any of these lovely little hexagons, and I'm just going to pour those on like so. Now I have just shaken some off again, left it like this, but when I've heated that with the heat gun, you can see there the effect is that it's kind of laminated it a bit, so you can see the sheen from behind the Glacier Paste, but you can also see where the heat gun has sort of moulded those and melted them slightly. You don't want to hold it too close to burn them, but hold it close enough just to get that lovely mermaidy kind of effect off it. And then if you've done that over paper, you'll be able to just fold the paper and tip that back inside your little pot again, and you won't waste any of those little hexagons, and then you can use them again for something else. Now I'll just wipe up here and then I'll be back. So I have die cut the centre part in 2 pieces. I've done it once in the paler shade of coral, and then I have done it in white, and just offset the two, because then it shows off like a shadow behind it, and it sits out and stands out better on the background. So that's a really nice background. I hope you can catch the sheen of it there. And then I'll attach this to the card. So I just want to put glue on the bottom half of it, and then add it to the card, and then we'll finish the card off with some of the lovely crystal drops. There we are. Just make sure you've got that straight, and there we are. So I'll show you just the difference between these drops, because this is a lovely gloss crystal drop here from the set. Let me just zoom it in a little bit, let you see. There's a lovely, lovely sheen off that one, it's really nice. And this is the Dream Drops. So these are Enchanted Elixir Dream Drops. So these are iridescent. There's a beautiful shine and obviously iridescence off that. The Jewel Drops are translucent. I'll hold them up in a moment or two and show you. That's a lovely one there too. So that's Peach Sorbet and that's translucent. And then the Stone Drop has a little bit of a kind of gritty texture to it. So they're all very different, but they all work very well together. They're beautiful. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see the difference even in the colour, but you can see there, I think it's catching it, yeah, the glossy crystal drop and the iridescent Dream Drops, and then behind it here the Jewel Drop and the Stone Drop. So I'm actually spoiled for choice and not too sure what I'm going to put on here, but I think I will go for this crystal drop. It's my go-to at the moment because I just seem to have fallen for it. So we'll put some on here and that will finish this nice card off. So just on there. And I think just for a little difference I'll add the Jewel Drops down in the corner. And there we have. See the sheen, isn't that absolutely beautiful? I hope you try that because it's really nice with those these luminous lily pad hexagons. I just held it up when I had the lid off there, so I nearly emptied it around the table, but there you are. They're really nice. And there's the card. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up to date with what I'm doing next. I have more Tonic videos coming. I have actually quite a bit of stuff coming up soon. I've some more videos to edit at the moment, and I'd love to keep in touch, so thank you very much. Bye, till the next time.